Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the month of September. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you Pisces. Now I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here. Let's get all the cards out and then we'll get into it. All right. And all right, I think that's probably just about looking good enough to me. Let's go and take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, this can talk about issues around time delays, maybe something not happening as quickly as you'd hoped. You know, this is like the Mercury retrograde card. We do have, not to scare you, we do have a Mercury retrograde throughout basically the entire month of September. And so when that happens, I mean, just listen, you know, you can't change your life around because the Mercury retrograde is happening. Just be aware that there could be communication mishaps, there could be technology mishaps. If you're traveling, especially if you're traveling by air or by flight, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get to the airport, you know, things like that, and you'll be good. You'll be good to go. So yeah, this could just be coming up. There could be situations with communication for you that are being highlighted here with the Page of Swords showing up. This can be also the idea that like maybe, you know, maybe you're somebody who takes a thoughtful approach to your life, or maybe there's something that you are being called on to take a thoughtful approach towards when you get the Page of Swords as well showing up here. So let's dive into this and let's talk about what this might be around. So in the overall situation here, you do have the Devil card, and the Devil card is one of these energies. It can come forward when you're feeling like a little hopeless, okay, or where you're feeling suffocated. And you can see that these people are tethered here. You can see that they're tethered to the chains here. They're tethered to the devil. And so this is the idea of feeling like, what is the word that I'm trying to come up with? I guess hopeless is the right way, or just confined. That's the word. I think when you look at the Devil card, it can talk about restrictions in one's life. And there might be some time restrictions here that some of you are looking to work through. Like some of you might just have to be up at a certain time and you have to be at a certain place at a certain time. And that type of time restriction is really kind of weighing down on you. And this might be coming forward in this month. The Devil card, though, it can also talk about a shadow. I always like to say the Devil card is the card of our shadows. It's something that we have to work through in this lifetime. And none of us are perfect. We all have something to work through. And when the Devil card comes forward, it says, listen, just put it all out there for yourself and you know, get honest with yourself and ask yourself if there's something that you need, that you know you need to change. Are you moving in that direction? Are you making the changes? Are you doing what you need to do in those areas? In the beginning of the month, you have the Sun card, you have the Queen of Wands, and you also have the Queen of Swords. So you have this Queen energy showing up here, definitely nice energy to see. Now, I do not attach gender to my cards, so this can be anybody, or it can be an aspect of yourself. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Same with any of these cards, okay? But the point is here, I really like what's coming forward here for you in the beginning of this month. Let's start off with the Sun. For me, the Sun is the best omen to find in a tarot reading. It's total joy, success, happiness, positivity, good vibes, good energy. And you can see this person, I think it's like this person could represent your child self here on the card, but you can see that they're kind of just living life, right? They're enjoying themselves. They're not letting anything stop them. You know, they're realizing that the sun is shining bright in front and behind them, and they're enjoying life. This is about self-expression, especially with the sunflower. Now you have this repeating symbolism here showing up. If I can get this card here, you have the sunflower, right? So you have this symbolism of the sunflower showing up here. When I look at a sunflower, I think about expression, right? And I think about even something that is like unique, something that is bright, something that is loud. I think about expression. And what some of you may want to do, since you have this repeating symbolism actually stacked on top of it, two cards stacked on top of each other in terms of the symbolism, you may want to just go on Google and type in like spiritual meaning of a sunflower, or yes, the sunflower symbolism. Like, I would maybe even recommend doing that if you're really connecting with this idea. You might be able to find something that could be helpful for you to kind of keep with you and take with you during this month. Now, the Queen of Wands is also a card that I associate with the law of attraction. They are an attractive person, and they can, and not just in the physical sense, like, but also in the idea of like people want to hire the Queen of Wands. People want to be around the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is good at attracting things, people, situations into their life. They are all about attraction. However, they must be unique, okay? The Queen of Wands should not try to be anybody else. They must be authentic, and they must express themselves authentically when you get the Queen of Wands. If the Queen of Wands can do that, they can have whatever they want. If they don't express themselves authentically, they will still attract, but they'll attract the wrong thing. And so that is the idea here when you get this energy. And so I definitely like to see this. I think some of you are maybe just taking a thoughtful consideration towards something here in this month as it relates to what you're trying to bring in. And it definitely could be very good with the sun's influence as well. Now you have this Queen of Swords, which is all about focus. Queen of Swords is a major energy of focus. It's cutting right down to the chase, getting to the heart of the issue and not letting anything stop you, really 100% going for something. When you have the Queen of Swords, you can really use the energy of focus to help you in this month as well. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Devil card, and you also have the Six of Wands. So take a look here. So you have the 6, 7, 8 of Wands, and you also have another 8. So you have two 8s next to each other. So you have some repeating messages here. You have repeating symbols, repeating numbers showing up here. When you get something like 6, 7, 8, to me, situations are progressing along, things are moving along, things are moving ahead, things are inching ahead. And yeah, some of you may be traveling by air, like flight, something like that here in this month. I would just I would just really give yourself extra time. I think you're protected on your travels, so have no fear there. But of course, if you show up like 40 minutes before your plane takes off and you have to go through TSA or whatever, like, Pisces. I don't know. Maybe you'll make it, maybe you won't, type of deal. So like, you know what I'm saying? Just do what you can for yourself to help yourself out. You have this 6 of Wands here, which is a major victory. So you do have two major messages of victory here with the Sun and the 6 of Wands coming forward for you. So you definitely love to see that. And the 6 of Wands can also just be about exceeding expectations, kind of going the mile, going the extra mile, going the distance, and really, really doing it, right? And even being publicly recognized. When you get the 6 of Wands, you could be in the spotlight, you could be on social media, your posts might get liked more, or you shared or something like that here, especially when you have this 8 of Wands, which I'll talk about. But along with that here, you do have this 8 of Pentacles, which is another card you really love to see. 8 of Pentacles is all about hard work, but it's work that you want to be doing. And you see the mallet symbolism here. The mallet is all about craftsmanship, artistry, and this is the biggest card of a talent in the tarot when you get the 8 of Pentacles. You can also talk about good movement forward in work. I do think something's progressing. I do think something's moving along. I think that you are taking a thoughtful approach to your work life or to something big in your life in this month. You are being very thoughtful of something here. And this could come with nice benefits for you, for sure, at this time. What else do I feel like saying here in the middle of the month? I feel like this Devil card, yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's sort of looming over the rest of the reading. You really only have one challenge, which is this Devil card, and time. There's something about time here that I think is challenging you, Pisces. Every Pisces friend I know seems to have something wrong with time. I don't know. Comment below if I'm overstepping or if I'm right about that. But every Pisces person I ever met, there's something about time for them where it's just like the time they'd rather be in the water. You know, Pisces, you'd rather be in the water. But anyway, I think that that's what's going on here with the Devil. I think thoughtful time management or thoughtful management of your time is extremely important and could really help you out in this month. Towards the end of the month, you have the Eight of Wands, the Four of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Wands here. So the Seven of Wands really asks you to stand your ground. You know, if there's somebody who is defending you, take a look here. Actually, just recognize this: 7 into 6 into 7. So the idea here is that once you succeed, once you get this victory here, after you've won the battle, as you see this person is being victorious on the Six of Wands, people now want what you have, and that is illustrated in the Seven of Wands. You can see that the 6 people here are kind of charging after this person with their wands, but this person is not giving up. They are not backing down, and the idea is to stand strong and to stand firm in your purpose and who you are. And recognize, especially when you get the 6 and the 7 of Wands, recognize that it is okay to be a successful person in this lifetime. And the reality is that with success comes, many times, with success comes haters. And that's not always the case, but many times that is the truth of the human nature. And, you know, in those situations, when I've dealt with those situations personally, I always just remind myself that I'm successful and that's okay. It's okay for me to be like this, right? And I almost feel like maybe some of you are wanting that knowledge right now as well, or that could be very helpful. You have this Eight of Wands, which is, again, accelerated motion, things moving ahead, things pushing forward, it's breakthroughs. It's also something coming in from a distance. It is a card that I like to associate with social media because it can be like anything that comes from a distance. Obviously, social media is done at a distance. And so some of you might just be out there. Some of you might be in the spotlight at this time. You have this Four of Cups, which is really asking you to reflect. Be careful of boredom and apathy when you get the Four of Cups and the Devil next to each other. The Devil, like with the Devil's energy, it's anything that's just not supporting you. Like boredom and apathy are some of my least favorite energies of all time, because right now in society, there are so many things that we could be doing. There's really no excuse to be bored. And I'm like, yeah, that's just how I honestly feel. And so when you get the Devil and the Four of Cups, just be careful that be careful with your time. Like boredom truly fundamentally is a waste of time. It's like you're not using your time effectively. And this is what I feel like is coming forward. So there are a lot of bright spots in this reading, and there could be a lot of really nice things but there's something about time management here. Let's go and take a look at these Kipper cards. So you have Privileged Lady, Poverty, and Pathway. So your path is definitely being highlighted here. You know, there might be, the Devil can also show up as a toxic person. Could be this Privileged Lady person, especially, you know, we have these 2 queens. Now I don't attach gender, so it can be anybody, but there could be just somebody that you have a bad vibe about with the double queens, the Devil and the Privileged Lady Poverty card. Let's see here, Coffin. There could be an ending between you and a person showing up here for sure. But ultimately, this would probably be a net benefit to you because I see you taking thoughtful consideration and reflecting here in the Four of Cups card. So let's go ahead and let's get some more details. But if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Devil once again, we have the 10 of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands once again, the 3 of Cups, and then we also have the Chariot. So again, you have one of these readings where it's just repeating situations. The Sunflower energy, we have the Queen of Wands twice with the sunflower energy here showing up, 3 queens. We now have 2 10s coming in. 10s are all about completions. 2 7s, 2 8s, 6, 7, 8. So things are repeating here. And what I feel like saying, you'll probably get something that keeps kind of coming back to like tapping your shoulder. That's what I'm thinking, like something that's tapping your shoulder, or something that's catching your eye that you keep seeing in the month of September. I would not ignore that, okay? I would not ignore that. And with the Devil's energy coming in twice, you know, I would just be brutally honest with yourself. You know, if there's something that's not, that you know is not supporting you, especially as it relates to time. I know I sound like a broken record, but especially as it relates to time, I would trust what you know about that, and trust what you know you need to do to kind of heal through that. Definitely something's coming to an end. It might be a relationship situation. I don't know if it's romantic or if it's friendship. It's probably friendship. Here you have the social circle energy here with the 3 of Cups. That would be like a third party situation, but could be a completion with a relationship or something like this happening for some of you. The thing is that at the end of the day, though, you do have this Chariot energy, which is all about kind of succeeding after you've kind of engaged in something that some type of self-discipline. Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, and 4 of Wands. Interesting, yeah, unique offers, I feel like saying, coming in here. Double pages as well now showing up. So you have all of these repetitious messages and symbols here. And with that King of Cups energy, you know, this person is calm in the face of choppy water. You can see the choppy water in the background. And so the King of Cups is really a reminder that you have the ability to, you know, weather any sort of emotional storm or be calm in the face of adversity. And I think that some of you are maybe recognizing that. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.